Ready to go here.
Okay, and there's a John Deere at the shop with a cultivator right next to it. And it goes to field 13.
Still.
Okay, that's all right. Okay. That's no, that's not the shop. Yeah.
I know.
Okay. I realize I said when I said John Deere, there's like the farm is John Deere, but
Yeah, no, I got it, and I just flipping through.
we'll probably do. My thought is we'll do these two contracts and then we'll probably skip to the next month.
Which one did you say? Field?
13.
Oh. Oh. Brought my email up on tab and I forget what it is. I got an email from Twitch. Start with that. About some kind of monetization or something. I didn't really understand it. It's not because I know they have different levels.
You mean moderate?
Yeah, there we go.
Moderate.
That is the. Hang on, sorry. Checking the map and talking to myself. Right. Yeah, some kind of monetization, but but it's not like affiliate, obviously, because that's kind of like you got to meet a certain criteria in the email. I know that, so I don't really understand. But then it's kind of like it feels kind of like more of a marketing email because it's kind of like earn money and then spend it in our store or something. Well, not store, but like spend it on Twitch.
I think I know what you're talking about. So Twitch just changed their, and I guess they must have sent it to everybody. Twitch just changed their thing, so instead of having to wait until the the certain level that you have to hit
Right.
to get a payout, now you can
Spend
whatever
it.
whatever you earn, you can spend in other people's streams if you want to.
Okay.
But you have to set up your account to do that because I haven't done it yet. I I don't know.
Well,
I thought about it, you know, but also in the same sense as like I thought about it, and then I thought because it's like, well, I don't make that much anyways, so it would be a good way to just kind of spread it around. Maybe I would help grow the channel. I don't know. Uh, um, you know, because if you're throwing money in someone else's channel, maybe they'll come throw money in your channel.
Yeah, or
But
their fans will see you're supporting. Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, yeah, kind of a back rub a little bit, but uh, so it's so the email's more about like linking a bank account or something so you can spend money rather than earning.
yeah,
Okay,
well,
because I was well, I what had me suspicious about it, and again, I didn't read a lot into it and didn't click through. Well, I did log into my Twitch and saw, oh, set this thing up, but I didn't because I wasn't quite sure what it was. Um, because I found it surprising that it's like, oh, all of a sudden you want to, and I understand, like, like with the amount of engagement and viewers I get, I'm gonna make next to zero. But it's kind of like YouTube starting out. But uh, but I was kind of like, oh, I can't have met any kind of threshold to make it worth them running ads on my, or paying even fractions of a penny.
You would know because they send you an email that says that you're an affiliate, and
Yeah,
you have to digitally sign your affiliate contract, and
right. No, that's why it was not fishy, but kind of uh well, like I said, it felt like a marketing email, and I'm like, why are you? I didn't understand the spend. Oh, you know, initially it kind of looks like, oh, you're getting monetized, so but then you can just spend it right here on Twitch. I'm like, why? I mean, on the surface, you're like, I'm like, why would I want to do that? I mean, it didn't really explain what it was. um, very well, uh, without clicking and reading more stuff. I mean, and I did not do that. So I mean, so for people that are listening or happen to stumble onto this, no, I'm not an idiot. I just wasn't reading. Just the way they were marketing it, or the way it was worded, was very, very contradictory, or to
yeah,
because most people, it's like, well, especially anybody, oh my God, you're monetized streaming. Why would you not want to just pocket that for yourself? That's just human nature. So it's like, didn't make any. That makes more sense now that you kind of explained that. But I got it a couple days back or something, or maybe it was on the weekend, and I was waiting for our stream so we could talk about it, because again, I know you are affiliate, and I went to the affiliate part, and it's like, oh, we'll let you know when you're. I'm like, okay, so why did I get this email? That was the thing that kind of.
well, and uh, maybe so they sent us our emails. Oh, oh, I thought it was like a couple weeks ago that I heard that announcement, but it sounds like they must have opened it up to everybody, and I guess in a way, I guess it's good in a way because that means that you don't have to wait till you're an affiliate now to be a paid streamer, and then it also gives you an avenue to maybe grow your channel because you can, like I said, you can take the money that you make and turn around and give it to someone else, and maybe, yeah, like you said, either someone in that stream will see that, um, or that person will come back and I have thought about it because it's like,
Well, but see, that's the thing. It doesn't appear like though I am eligible to make any money to then spend back. That's the part I'm not fully understanding again. Did not click further into it to read it, but you know, that's why I didn't know why I was getting it. Makes sense for someone like you or any affiliate for that matter, what you make. But it's like, well, if you're not eligible, well, how can you spend it? Because you can already just do what I do, a subscription or a bit and stuff. By the way, I need to realize I need to up and I just doing too many other things and it slips my mind. But anyway, so I don't know. I guess I don't. Or am I earning, but I just don't have like I can't access it, but I could. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know.
it would tell you if you're earning pretty easily. All you do is you go into the dashboard for Twitch
See, I
and
almost never log into Twitch,
um, well,
but I
but
did, well, that's what I'm saying. I did. And it didn't look like I'd be earning anything because again, like, oh well, when I went to like the wherever it was to see about affiliate or what this, well, to set this up and like go through the motions to set it up, and maybe that's what I need to do is again sign the. I mean, again, I had to do this YouTube 15 years ago now or whatever, but sign everything up and then maybe I'm good. But I don't know. I guess it can't hurt. I guess.
yeah,
I just didn't read into it. So possibly if I go through the get started or whatever part, maybe little I can earn, that I wait a couple years probably before I hit the threshold at my rate, or I could spend the $2 that I might make over here. I don't know.
yeah.
I guess I got to look at it close. Well, I'll finish this field up. Maybe I'll pop out just to look at it again. Because the email just read real funny.
Well, maybe it's a scam. Maybe someone decided to spoof off of, but then they would have had to have gotten your Twitch.
Well, see, and that's
Your
that's the
Twitch
thing.
too. They had to do a little bit of research to figure that out, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, they could do it. I mean, see, that's the thing. It really looked half legit, but then kind of half not legit,
Yeah.
I guess. Uh, rather than just mess around, pop out real quick. Look at the email. Have it up. It says, and see the email address. I couldn't tell it. I mean, it's from no reply at twitch.tv, which seems real. I know they can kind of spook better, but yeah, it has my channel name, the ADD. You can now access monetization and community building tools, channel points, bits, subs, and emotes and badges that come. With these tools, you're able to kickstart your community, even if even if you haven't reached affiliate status. Okay, that's the part that really I didn't understand. You can now unlock monetization, community building tool, even if you haven't affiliates. On top of that, you have the option to make purchases using expendable balance, which you're talking about, while you're working towards your first payout. With spendable balance, you give back to support other channels you love by purchasing. Okay, so that's kind of what you're talking about. So maybe, I mean, it is
Yeah,
Like,
I'm wondering if the idea is to allow streamers that are starting out to give them another tool to grow their channel.
yeah, and I guess okay, so maybe this is the thing. It's like, okay, you're accruing money that you can spend on platform as
Hmm.
kind but if you don't spend it for eventually hit that threshold, then they'll make you that's almost what it sounds like. Benefits of using about them. See, that's the thing. It talks more about spending than making. So it's like use your spendable balance for meeting the $50 minimum payout threshold. You're in control. You decide. Use your spendable balance. At checkout, that's a thing. There's a payout will be prioritized and paid out once if eligible.
Yeah, and you're only eligible for that if.
I mean, the links seem real, but then it just don't. I don't really want to click the links in there. I guess I could just go to my Twitch.
So like I said, I think it's a good, way that they're trying to make it so give you another tool to grow your channel, and then the other thing is too,
If it is legit, I mean
you,
that's the thing.
they run ads on your well, maybe not, maybe your channel's free because you're not affiliate, but it's like I was thinking maybe they run ads and then you get paid for the ads, but now I'm trying. I don't remember seeing ads on your Twitch channel.
I doubt there is. Okay, well I'm on the dashboard. Monetization is new. Set up.
Yeah. Well, and you can
Oh,
set.
okay. All right. Well, okay. Didn't really go down. It says jumpstart your stream, lock access, start accruing revenue for your by gifts. Okay. So, all right. It says monetization onboarding. Okay,
Yeah.
so it probably is something legit.
Well, and
Okay, well
I
maybe I
even
should go ahead and do. All right. Well, enough shop talk. I'll get back to work in here. But
set stuff on Twitch as far as like my monetization stuff. Like I set that up months, maybe even a year before I got affiliate.
okay.
Um,
Well,
so then so it
that
was
makes
already
sense.
in there, and then all I had to do was get it, um, and then it's just started. But yeah, they announced that like a few weeks ago for affiliates. They must have just decided to. The overall plan must have been to bring it out to everybody.
Well, that you know what? That kind of makes sense. I mean, they're real behind the curve because again, that's what YouTube did back in the I don't remember exactly what year, but sometime in the mid 2010s when they kind of opened up monetization to everybody. Like you just, I mean, what you had to hit a threshold, but the threshold arguably. Well, I mean, if you're really wanting to be a creator, relatively low, 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours in a year. That's not too hard to get. Again, if you're really working at it. Um, But thinking more about it, it's like, yeah, this, like you said, this makes more people come to to the platform, saying, "Oh, I can make this a career." Most won't because they aren't good at it. Like, but thinking about it though, okay, getting they got advertisers. They're charging whatever they charge, the rates they charge to the advertiser, collecting money that way. And then I don't know what maybe Twitch doesn't tell you, but like but like with YouTube, split with you 55-45. Get 55. Creator gets 55, YouTube gets 45 of whatever they collect. Well, think about that. If they don't have to split anything with me, I just accrue, and then I'm spending it back through the platform. And so let's say I spend it on you. So spend $1 on you. Make the math easy. They got to keep more revenue they charge to the advertiser, and they only have to give you whatever, it's 50-50. So they only had to get 50 cents of the $1 I gave you, but that $1 they did not have to pay on that $1 that they gave me. Technically.
Yeah.
They got to charge the full, they got to keep the $1 or whatever. Okay, let's say they charge $2, okay, and they give me $1. Yeah. But just think of that on a scale. So maybe that's how they're going to start attracting people to the platform and possibly attracting more advertising. Also, maybe try to turn a profit, because Twitch is, I don't think, ever turned a profit.
No.
For Amazon. I mean, it didn't turn a profit even when it was for Amazon. That I know of. If they've turned a profit, maybe it's just very recently. I don't think Twitch, I mean, just like YouTube, I think only in the last several years has actually turned some kind of a profit. But, the platform itself, its portfolio, it's a moneymaker. Place ads in it. Whereas Twitch doesn't have that. Well, they do, Amazon. That's on their own platform. Anywhere. Can be anywhere. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, well, and maybe I'm totally off base in my thinking here. That kind of makes good sense, because that's the thing with Twitch. It's like, and I guess why I never really, I've had it all these years, even back, an account, but I didn't really ever mess around on it. It just seemed hard. Unlike you, it seemed hard to make to grow and then make it as passive in, because I try on a little bit. Again, I'm not trying to make a job, but get the threshold, and because there's no video on demand. I guess that's the big deal. There's no video on demand. So even if this is the most amazing stream I've ever done, only the people who happen to pop in are ever going to see it. And people don't go back and
2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, the average viewer, especially for channels like ours, outside the top 1%, people don't watch archives unless it's some big channel that had some big controversy, big announcement. No, nobody's going to Twitch to watch video on demand. They're either catching it right now live, or they're not. Not like radio, old school TV. Miss it, you miss it. There is no rerun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe this is a way to encourage more people like me to start. Maybe do more, and they get to have more demographics, more avenues advertise. My demographic is going to be different than your demographic. in Jerry, top guy on Twitter. I'm just surprised if that's really the business plan or Twitch here. I am really surprised. It's 2025. Why they didn't? They needed to start that 10 years ago. Arguably, YouTube stream. It doesn't beat Twitch, but I almost guarantee for more medium size and down size channels, they get more engagement. Like I think you're doing what you should do. Involved in a community that is on Twitch. Just
well, they're starting to. I mean, kind of. I couldn't find the community on YouTube, and kind of found it. Although it's a little bit, they're kind of running into each other a little bit, so to speak. In fact, one of them just popped in. It said hi on my YouTube channel.
Oh,
but
nice.
But the other, I mean, part of it too is I think the game you have to play to be on the platform is a little bit different, and
oh yeah,
like YouTube, you know what you do with the motorcycles and stuff that works, you know, for you. Like, but doing Twitch, doing this farm sim game and stuff, that's what works for me. So.
Well, yeah, because it's from the production side, it's happening right now, and there's no, I get it, and that's why some people are better streamers than they are just regular content, and like that's the thing, like the channels I watch on YouTube don't. Well, if they live stream, they're doing it over on Twitch. But even when I've popped over on them, they don't have near the audience engagement that you would think they would, given their size and millions of views on YouTube. You know, they'll have a couple hundred people or whatever watching a live stream, or less than 1,000. Like, okay, you would expect them to have thousands and thousands and thousands. I'd argue the exception to that, like the Scammer Payback and Kit, that of course he does it on YouTube, and that's the thing, he'll have thousands and thousands of live viewers on these scam bait call live stream, whereas like on Twitch, there's like half that for the live, but like his videos, you know, hundreds of thousands of views. Same with Pierogi or Scammer Payback, streaming all, doing it on YouTube. His presence it just isn't the right content, type of content. Twitch, and yeah, I get why it works. I'm glad it works, because yeah, you don't have to pre-plan your happening as you're creating it right now.
It's not so much that, because I do kind of plan. I like the games I play. I do have to plan. It's the
well, but see,
it's I don't have to go through.
Shoot it,
I don't have
put
to
it together and then put it up. That's what I
yeah.
mean.
I don't. That's the part I don't have to do, and that's what I don't.
Well,
I could like the shirts. I could learn it, and then it'd be another frustrating process to do, and I could get it done, but
here's the difference that that Twitch doesn't offer, and really that's where my actually where my stuff works the best. See, a lot of times my videos don't do hardly any right out of the gate, but over time, then they gain traction or can gain because they're evergreen content. Whereas Twitch just isn't. Here in the now, the FOMO didn't catch it. Now it's gone forever. Like, but see, you have the now and have the time lifestyle. You can set that schedule, and that's your upload. And people have now set the watch by.
Yeah.
And then of course the game has. I'm not saying you don't have to plan. Yes, the game has a lot to do with it. You get better engagement on.
See, I it's kind of funny to me. So I really, really only do Minecraft, um, because you're kids, and then but you usually I have a guy come in and sub to me when I'm running Minecraft, and not every time I run it, but he'll sub to me when I'm running it, and actually I have fairly good streams on it, and it's like, but I'm not I'm not like a fancy
Builder.
Minecraft. I'm very crude and very very basic at it, and
Yeah. Well,
but I still get it. Still just brings in just as much as a farm sim stream or the other one. I don't know. It's a little bit different. That that market is there's not many people playing the game, or at least that I can see, or there wasn't. I think they're gaining more and more. There wasn't that many people streaming the game. There's not that many people playing the game, but the ones that do, they're like um hardcore watch other people playing it. And so it's like even though it's a small niche, it's still a very good game to stream, or at least it is at my level.
see, and that made me think, and this has entered my mind several times, past maybe year, but at least several months. I don't know if they're good, but thought about buying and then doing here a regular stream, but just me. Um, play like a whatever the latest, because I know there is a late. I don't know if it's on PC, but a motocross slash supercross, like that kind of racing game, and do a career mode, like pain. Um, well, that's what I do today. The races, and see if that would. I've almost wondered if that could work for me. Bring in maybe some longtime subs, something they could watch, or even watch the playback, because I feel like, unlike Twitch, um, my archive stream do get some views. The ones where I'm working in the garage and setup, I don't do more of those. But when I do those, back in the day, those used to bring in decent viewers live and then views after the. Like, actually, a lot of the times the reason I don't do it is because I either got to do it late at night when I don't want the kids to be. I don't mind if they're heard in the background, but for because otherwise I do those day, or if they're up, they want to watch, they want to be involved, and like there was those couple times where, what was I doing? Model build. in the background, which is fine. I don't mind that part, but it's like, well, if I'm gonna like work on a motorcycle, like I'm filming a video right now of getting my bikes ready for the big show, especially the new one. And I'd like, I'm filming the video, but it's like live stream the progress. Yeah, it would be granted. The video I'm going to make will get way more engagement than live stream because I did it last year. That video, yellow bike 500, that it's still, I mean, it's slowed down, but it still gets some consistent views every day, so it gets a few hundred a month. Good for that. But it's got 20,000. It got like 10,000 views. Anomaly. Okay, you wanna hop and make sure 13. I think I didn't see it pop up like 13.
Yep, it's complete.
Okay, so there it went. Okay. I literally just finished.
I've still got like I don't know, a third left of mine.
But anyway, I should do or that.
If you want to come over where I'm at, just tab over.
Oh,
there you go.
Want to finish up, or I happen to get?
Well,
damn it! There we go.
There you go.
Hit the wrong button. Well, and speaking of those live streams that will get the residual, those barely get it. Twitch, it's you because usually because that platform something fine.
I do it just because just to give you a view on Twitch.
But see, but the one thing about Twitch is their discovery, like even like I had to go to the home page, log in just because we wanted to look up this monetization, and I look at the home page and it's like none of that it's feeding me is like anything I'd want to watch, and I'm like, well, how do I find? Because like I've gone to Just Chatting or this or that, and I occasionally see like people that are doing like art on camera or like music, like or maybe whatever, kind of jamming out, and that's like, okay, those are kind of neat. I could see putting that on in the back, some of that on the background, but like I'm trying to like, well, where are the people, doing what I'm doing? For example, like that are not game. I don't know how to. Twitch doesn't have a very good way to find and I suppose it's because I'm not in the communities to find out about it. But
it depends on what you're like. If you're trying to search for something in real life, or there's
yeah, in real life. But see, like YouTube, even with their live stream, like it'll feed me stuff like that. If say like an automotive type channel or something they were doing something, even if it's just an automotive talking head, feed it to me, and I'm like, okay, that's something I'd watch. I'd sit and hop in, watch. I mean, of course, like Kit and stuff. Like when I can't, I pop into his stream just to watch it live, and And
I think it's more way of looking because I think the stuff you're thinking of or thinking wishing for is maybe down. You need to kind of scroll down, but like you said, you're not used to Twitch, so
right.
you
But
don't
even
know
if I
where to
wanted
go
to
look.
watch some gaming, I have to think about the game. And it's like, well, I've yet to get hooked in gaming, just a random gamer streamer that I don't have some sort of connection. Like, okay, Nacho and that other guy I've caught in ADV for a while on the TV. Who is it? Well, anyway, he actually had some, but decent. But again, I only because he subbed you, or maybe wrong, whatever. Somehow that I know I knew him. You know,
So,
6 degrees of separation
are
kind
you
of deal.
talking about? Are you talking about maybe then?
I don't know. You're cutting out there. Say it again.
If you're not talking about Ronnie, you're talking about someone like Bearded.
I guess I don't know your audio's. I don't know if it's, but
No, it was my mic.
oh, okay. Um,
Are you talking about Bearded?
maybe. Yeah, I think so. It's been a while since I've been able to watch. Because for a while there he was. That's the other thing. Timing is all everything. But coming on at like 8 o'clock on weeknight. After kids go down, sometimes I see the notification pop up, and like, well, let me give him some, and then I watch, and playing GTA 5 and uh, like a co-op, and he was kind of funny, and oh, again, he makes the music, uh, that's or provides the
That's Nacho Cast.
well, yeah, he makes it, but it's Nacho. Okay, then that's
Yeah.
him. Okay, whatever. I was conflating. Well, then I forget who. Maybe well, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But I know him through either you or Ronnie, and
I think you found them through Ronnie. I think
probably and
the same
anyway.
time.
But I would never have found him without. Yeah, it wasn't recommended to me. He was in the chat, whatever, and that's how I found. And
So
Ronnie was sort of shouting him out, and that's whereas like on YouTube, I wouldn't have that would just be in a sidebar, or that's how I would discover a channel similar. Wouldn't just be purely from a recommendation, a verbal recommendation. And that's partly why I don't think you can organically grow on Twitch without some other social media presence and engaging with other parts of a community that happens on Twitch, like what you're doing through Discord. But I think a lot of it has to do with getting an talk or those other ones.
I don't think so. Like that, how I built everything on Twitch, and kind of, I mean, I'm not tearing up any charts on YouTube, but how I'm kind of building up my YouTube channel is the same way, where it's just finding the right community or group of people and stuff.
Yeah, and I guess I'll argue that's where I'm not doing it right, because I kind of I try to do too many interests, like they don't, not all of them really cross over that well, you know. like this is probably horrible. I should keep it to the second channel stuff, but I was doing that, and then I just got to thinking, you know what? Put it all here. Somebody watches it, fine. If they don't want to, fine. I mean, the people aren't necessarily unsubbing because of it. I mean, so I mean, I'm sure I've lost some subscribers too, but like, you know what? This is what I want to do. YouTube channel is just for to a YouTube channel is for whatever I want to do. My adventures. Oh, this is PC gaming, or gaming with you. Or our talks, our mini TED talks, I guess you can on sometimes.
Yeah.
Just reminiscing or whatever. People think that's boring. That's fine. I'm enjoying it. So that's kind of where I leave it.
Yeah.
Again, I just got dumb luck. Started early. Made a couple videos that got in the got me excited to monetize for gold rush of it, and had some videos that just blew up and that kept some residual going, and I guess that's the thing. I'm not which there's at times I would like to just to quit, or more just to quit, not because I necessarily want the money. It's more just I can say, oh, I did this or that, but I gotta have the right.
Okay, there's some stuff to sell, so I don't know how to, like, I'm gonna sell it, but I don't know what to have you do. Why I do this?
That's fine.
Unless you want to get in the gator and like follow me around or something.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, there. That's all right. I can just talk and I'll follow you around.
Speaking of sponsorship, I think we were going to talk about it, and I forgot to, because I think we were gonna.
Oh yeah, you were messing with something.
Yeah, so Streamlabs offers a sponsorship.
I mean, we kind of talked about it, I guess, but
yeah, but I didn't know enough, any like, well, you should look into it and stuff. Well, I finally did. So, I think the first one was headphones.
Yes, it was that.
So how the sponsorship works is if you sign on, like, if you gotta apply and they gotta decide if they're gonna accept you or not, and then you don't get a pair of headphones. You only get like, if you sign with them, you get $10, and then somehow they determine, I suppose they give you a code and whatnot. Anyways, then you make like so much for every pair that you sell. I think it was like, in the case of the headphones were 150, and you only got $20 a headphone that you sold.
Okay, so you buy the headphone at the regular price, but if somebody clicks through, say, an affiliate, it's essentially an affiliate link or a special link that's yours, and people buy them, so you have to sell basically like 14 headphones and pay for it. Like, is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, and so it's like, okay, maybe I was like, I was like, that's not. Yes, for someone like me, I didn't think it was very. At least maybe the particular
No.
offer wasn't very good. I suppose if I use the code, okay, well, I got like $30 basically. So it still cost me $100 for the headphones, but
And are they worth $100? I mean, are they 100?
well, they were Logitechs. They were
Okay, a real brand then.
they were a real brand. They weren't.
Okay, I mean
Because
that's
I looked this up, I looked them all up to see how much they were. Because it's like, okay, well, if you only get $10 and then you sell, um, like how much were the headphones, and it's like, is that worth it? And no, it's like $150 set of headphones, and
most people aren't gonna just buy though. I mean, not your kind of audience. Gonna spend 100. We're in the $30 to $50 range.
yeah.
Actually,
I do think when the current set that I have, I probably would buy this brand at the $100 level because I think it would be worth it. Because the $30 level has been like awesome. I can't imagine what the $100 level would be like.
right, and hopefully they last a long. I mean, I guess I'm looking at the board here in front of me. It's a Logitech, a wireless, earlier, and it's 15 years old. And still works. So
Yeah.
and I don't at all remember what I paid. This definitely wasn't like the cheap. So again, kind of thinking back to our live stream where I talked about $30 or whatever frying pan. It's a lot for a frying pan. If I get years out of it, it's cheaper than replace like the $30 pans that I was replacing every 6 months. It doesn't take very long to be money ahead. The poor and Derek brought it. Derek was on that stream. He brought up the poor man boot theory, and that would be what this would be. Okay, $100 and some headphones. Well, if they basically last you, like 5 years, or that's pretty good value versus throwing $30 pairs away, say every year, if that's. But
Well, I think I've had these. My current set, I think I had them for a couple of years now, and I paid like 35 for them. I think I've had them for a couple of years, maybe a year. No, it had to been because I had them before I got the PC. I'm pretty sure I did.
Well, so then I mean that's even better, right? But then of course there's quality, sound quality.
But that also But here's another thing. Like, okay, yeah, so that probably wouldn't fit my audience or whatever. But then what would? Because I think back to when I was actually giving stuff away, where like you didn't have to pay anything. All you had to do was just enter into my contest for that Game Pink stuff, and I would mail it to you. And I could, I could barely get anybody in to enter that. I mean, other than stream friends and
well, that might be like, size of audience too. I mean,
but there was some of those. There was several people. I mean, like there was more than just stream friends in there. There was a small audience, and like I couldn't get hardly. I couldn't get anybody else to jump in on them.
Yeah, but I don't know. Sometimes giveaway stuff a lot of times it's people don't want to give some random guy on the internet address ship stuff. I know it seems crazy, but yeah, it's free. But
When you say it like that, it doesn't seem so crazy, but
so I mean, because here's the deal. I mean, okay, I watch Linus Tech Tips, and he occasionally has these sponsored videos where the stuff I I rarely enter it. I mean, granted, he's got there's millions of hundreds of thousands of but it's like I don't take the time to even do it because just it's extra steps when it's like, even though it's like, well, I'd win a free PC or what gaming PC. It's kind of like some of that's the effort, like the effort that, well, I'm not gonna picked kind of thing, kind of like, well, it's a little different than lottery, but something like that.
I want to hear something crazy. That kind of reminds me of something. Uh, it had been a few years ago now. I think it's been like 2, 3 years ago now. So I saw this ad on Instagram for this was back when Gronk was playing football still, if you know who that is.
Yeah.
Anyways, Monster was giving away a free um it was a free bunch of stuff. It was a beach towel, a backpack, a yoga mat, and I can't remember if there was some other items in it. I think too. And I was like, when I saw it, I was like, this is I thought it said something about it had to be local, in which I think that was supposed to be for Tampa Bay, local. Well, I just like, what the heck? I'm gonna apply to it, and I, a couple weeks later, I get this email saying that I won, and they needed some information, and I told the engineer I was working with at the time, I'm like, man, this seems so like I'm kind of nervous about doing this because like this seems so sketchy. Like, yeah, haha, I won this monster pack.
Right.
Um, they're just trying to collect my information, and I mean, to an extent they were, but I did send them my mailing address.
Uh-oh. Try lost connection or oh. Well, we connection. Wonder if he blue. Are you still there, or did you blue screen? Oop. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Nope. I blue screened. It still does it every once in a while. It's not as bad, but it's still like I still think it's a heat issue. Um I think it's I can't it did it like it did it Saturday. I had been playing Farm Sim for several hours when it happened. It's also because I don't have an air conditioned house.
Yeah, but see that doesn't really matter because um your I mean your house is like even if it's like 85 degrees in there, the GPU and all that is way hotter. So you're still the ambient air is still cooling. It's probably more, you know what I'm saying, it's more of an airflow issue than being hotter because I mean I'm door closed basically air conditioned, probably in the upper 70s, probably upper 70s. And my blue screen I swear was drivery I was having.
Yeah.
So I mean, so like if you can fit an extra case fan in there, maybe,
Can look at an update, but I really
or
think
here's
it's a
this.
heating
You gotta
issue.
you gotta. I mean, I've done this out. Gotta like a desk fan. Blow it on the intake. I mean, it's something to try.
Well, there is a new, according to this, there is a new update on a driver. I
But
I see. I took out a lot of mods on my farm sim game, and you last time, but I still think this is a heat issue, and because it didn't start until beginning of summer, and then um I think it's a little bit better now, or it has been because it hasn't been so hot.
oh yeah, it
And I'm just kind of waiting until winter time. And most times, like I think the morning stream does fine because it's the morning time. Things are still cool then, But
you have kind of
um,
just make sure you got
was
the fins on your cooler that or vacuum or blow them out.
yeah, and that helps too, I think. But I did all three. I did all that all together, so I don't know if one thing was better than the others.
Well, it doesn't hurt.
No.
I need to do too dirty.
Oh, Aaron Plessinger is out for the rest of the season.
That's too bad.
Just saw that. Well, I don't remember if I picked him or not this week because this week is actually a race.
I guess I'd get some more airflow in the that'll because like running. Well, of course it's not working, so it's running at what's 52 Celsius. That's 125 degrees. What normally is a running around like 70, high is 77. So that's like 170 degrees. So it's probably more about a little more. Might need to get a little more airflow. And actually, that's the thing. My GP, but yours is beefy. You're putting out even more heat. As far as volume, it's probably running about the same. Not hopefully cooler, but again, it's got a lot. Yours got a larger heat sink, larger die, all that heat into the case that's got to get out of there. And then I forget, is yours water cooled or air cooled? CPU. Got a air cooled? Okay. So
yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that, actually. Probably better than. But okay, so you got that hot GPU air trying to run over your CPU, or the CPU vice versa, doing that and make not even if your room is 80, even if that your room is 80 degrees now, the more 80-degree air you could move, that 150-degree air out of there. That's how the car rate. Just because it's 100 degrees out, as long as everything else is running right and it is designed with a little extra, cars just don't over. When they overheat in the summer, it's because they already had to partially radiator or something. The airflow, there's an airflow or a water cooling problem, or again a head gasket or some other mechanical. I'd say your deal is just or something to try is buy, if you got spaces for 2 more fans, buy 2 fans on Amazon.
Okay, so right now my GPU is at 48 degrees Celsius.
Okay,
I see it now. Okay, I see where to look.
Yeah, I mean that.
I guess
of course you're not
running.
Of course you're not running the game, so it's just idling. So
yeah, but let me open up FS25 because that takes up more.
Well, yeah, get it running. Of course, you got to kind of run it for a while, but even if you went in and start driving around and looking around. So if you, I mean, you're there. I'm not. Use it if you think it's a heat issue. Then
well, see, this is the other thing is until just now I could never figure out how to find it without I couldn't figure out how to find the heat without downloading something to tell me.
and honestly,
I couldn't find it.
Well,
now I see it.
Well, yeah, and actually, it would be better if I have something like that. I don't run it a lot. It would be better if you did that because then you could see temp and some other particular too. But
Because that would, yeah, that would help me. The other thing it could be, okay, so maybe it's maybe a memory issue. My C drive is like maxed out.
well, I guess it's possible. Like usually that's a right, but when you say memory, I mean it
No,
could.
now, now that the game's loaded up, it's dropping. Okay, so when it was first loading it up, it was maxing out.
Well,
But
yeah,
okay, so my temperature is kind of rising, but not like it's only been like a few degrees.
well, yeah, and you got to run like 10 minutes to really let it settle in. Because yeah, mine. Start the game up again.
No, not that game. So okay, now it's running at 61, so it's gone up 10 degrees.
Yeah, it'll probably. I mean, if I had to guess, it'll probably hover in the low 70s somewhere.
Oh, it keeps going up more and more. 65
But that's. But like,
Celsius.
I mean,
I
the
think
idea.
when I was
The
running
idea
around,
is. I mean,
I think it was doing.
I think the idea is, for a lot of decent performance, I think the idea is to hopefully it stays like under 80 degrees or like 85 or something. You definitely don't want to be like over 90. And then that's when I do know that's when it'll like thermal throttle and then it could shut down to. I don't think you're hitting that. I mean,
Yeah, it
you're
looks like it's at about like 65-ish.
yeah. So and that seems reasonable. I mean, it could be your CPU, but again, you're going to have to, and it's thermal throttling, and then, but you'd have to download get CPU.
No,
Like Swanee would know.
yeah.
But there is
No, my CB. Okay, so I'm watching my temp. I'll have to just kind of keep an eye. Now that I know where stuff. Maybe this is debunking it. Maybe it is. I like I said, I know the dog wants out. Hold on a second. So, let's see. it kind of bounces like between 65. I think the highest I've seen it go is 68. The other thing that kind of dawned on me is like, okay, so in um I kind of had a problem, in 2025 with mods. Maybe it's a mod in um maybe there's a mod that's messed up in 22 that I don't know about, because I'm still kind of going through my mods and trying to find, and I'm still trying to find ones that are, like not working right in 22. So, or I mean 25. Maybe that's a possibility in 22 as well. Maybe there's something in there that's crashing it.
Well, I
I
don't.
know one thing that does bug me though is for some reason my C drive is filled up. I think it's the temp folder in FarmSim, because I heard that being a problem in the beginning for people, but I haven't been able to figure out how to clean it out.
Guess I. Well, I don't know which. There's different softwares for, you know, not C. I have CPU. Basically, gives watch, or it tells the specs of like changes, but have the.
Seeing that, just reading this, like maybe that's my problem too. Is like the C drive is just too full, and
That
I need to.
could be. I mean, but I don't know. But it really shouldn't, as long as there's enough space for write, read and write the updates with.
There's 930 out of 930 gigabytes out of 10.7 gigabytes, or see, 10.7 gigabytes free out of 930.
Well, I guess you got all those games. Oh, you got your games on the C drive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
I
okay,
think
okay.
there was a problem with Farm Sim. Yeah, let's see. Yep. Let's see. No, it says the most is installed apps. Wonder. See, this is why I uninstalled FarmSim, and then I had to backtrack, because FarmSim 25 takes up 37 gigabytes, and then the next one is FarmSim 22, which takes up 26.8. And then everything else is in megabytes. So it's just that Minecraft takes up like 2 gigabytes. That's not anything,
Right.
but it's like these farm sim games take up so much space. That's why I tried to install 22 once, and there's multiplayer, because, but I mean, even then it's like still 26.8. How did 930 of my gigabytes get used? Because between those two games, that's what I don't understand. Between those two games, that's like 37 plus 26, so that's 63 gigabytes out of 930.
Yeah.
What else is? And I can't seem to I can't seem to find it. What else is eating it? That does say that temporary files 100 and 118 gigabytes. So that would free up 100.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
You might
just
want
can't.
to ask Average or one of your, because to be honest, they'll know more on that than I.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't understand what is eating up all my gigabytes because everything else is just all these is all in megabytes. There's and now we're past megabytes, and now we're down into kilobytes. Like, really, the only three things that are at the top are Farm Sim 25, 22, and Minecraft. Um, and even then, I wouldn't. But I was thinking there was a glitch, or I've seen people that said that they had to clean out their Farm Sim temp folder.
Now I'm just. I have mine.
It is generally a good idea to clean out your farming simulator 25 periodically, especially if you're experiencing issues from slow loading game times or game crashes.
What's the file path? I'm data or
I don't know.
doesn't say.
Um,
That's, I guess that's what.
I know it doesn't say. I don't know because it's been a hard time for me to find um even the backups.
I'm looking where I have the game, the saved, which is on spinning drive. That might not be the best place. Um, This is on this. Like mine's not. Of course, I'm not playing.
I don't know.
Hmm. But it doesn't. Yeah, because I'm playing Levi's ball type back of.
It's a mod. Like,
Oh, hang
evidently,
on. Where's the?
it's under Documents, My Games,
Yeah,
Farming
yeah.
Simulator
I just
2025.
know. Okay, so there's where the save games. Okay, that is okay. Hmm. Not-
See, and all my
I
saved
understand.
games are like, are in megabytes.
Huh?
Let's see, how big is my mods folder? Oh, well, my mods folder is 3.41 gigabytes.
Okay, so whole farming sim games is 2 on. That's the. Yeah, but there's.
Okay, now hold on. So there is something fishy going on here because I'm looking at I backed out again to look at the folders themselves. It says that Farming Simulator 2025 only takes up 9.09 gigabytes. So where is the other 30 gigabytes?
Yeah.
And the same with Farming Simulator 2022. It's only taken up 11.1 gigabytes. So where are the other 12 gigabytes? That's I'm not saying that'll fix everything, but that's evidently something to that.
Game backup. Yes.
Yeah, but I have that backup folder. Um,
Because I mean, like for example, and yours is gonna be different, but there's 1 gigabyte. Me, of course, Tucker's got a bunch of games, but
I can
remote.
tell you how much my backup folder takes up. It takes up 2.18 gigabytes.
But I mean, that can't be.
I don't, yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
unless I just need to like but not format the disk, but
Yeah, I don't know. Something to look into maybe. I mean, I guess I'm not having the trouble before, but I thought that was. I'm pretty sure that my issue was driver D.
I scan 10:44 p.m. Oh, okay. Well, here's one thing because I've got so many downloads. I probably should go through my download folder. that'd free up a bunch.
You'll just have to.
Well, I would free up 119, so that would give me 100, which would be better if I did that.
Yeah.
Um, and I probably do need to go through and do that stuff. Anyways, I haven't done that in a while, but on the programs on the apps, I don't know what I would want to uninstall. You know,
Yeah. There's a few things. I'm not having troubles, but am filling it up with other stuff. But most of mine's data stuff. But I do have some video editing.
yeah, I probably I know I just need to go through and sit down. That would help drastically. And then part of these game crashes are probably a mod. Like I've been trying to clean them out of.
I was gonna say it's probably a mod. There could be a lot of different, but it's probably a mod. Because like look at how my PC's 2019, and yes, I had a few there, but now I haven't because a driver. I think it was a driver issue. And if anything, mine should be crashing. So that's why I don't think it's your hardware or that nature.
No, I don't. Now that I know how to watch my temp and stuff, maybe I do need to do some other maintenance stuff on it too. So maybe I'll get to do that this weekend or something.
Okay, well, you know what? It's better go.